The people and opportunities that I have met and found here are without a doubt some of the biggest factors in shaping who I am today. And for that, I am beyond grateful. As a result of some of these people and connections that I have made and met, I am planning on attending Guilford College in Greensboro next year in North Carolina to study international relations and political science so that I might one day be able to work in the United Nations or the U.S. State Department. Now, last summer I traveled to Shelby, Michigan for a week to attend a leadership conference led by the American Youth Foundation. Now, of course, as a leadership program, the topics that were generally discussed concerned leadership in our community and society. But there was one topic that really stuck with me from that experience. Their motto, to be my own self at my very best all the time, both confused and intrigued me for a while. Though it took almost a year for me to realize what this actually means to me, I now know that it is through this that I am able to praise life and the Lord to my fullest potential. God created each one of us to be our own unique self and gave us the freedom to live life as we see fit. How then do we properly treasure and give thanks for this monumental gift? Each of us has different gifts and abilities that we can share with the world in order to make it a better place. By being our own self, we are able to use these gifts throughout our lives to help and love others as God intended. By doing so, we are living the life that God has set out for us, and thus we are able to thank Him and treasure the life we have been given. There are many factors of life that present themselves to us as false idols, though, that can lead us away from being our own selves. They are distractions from the path that God has set out for us. For me, the largest example of this is most likely stress. It can blind me to the big picture in the current situation or make me worry beyond what is needed, and as a result, change me from who I really am. But even through these false idols and distractions, we are given the opportunity to better identify our own self and protect ourselves from them in the future through a stronger connection with God. Amen. Now, because each of us is unique, our best selves are different. So how then do we find our own best self? How do we find what our own best self is in order to be able to praise life in the Lord as we are meant to? To me, it is a constantly changing bar that you can never quite reach. As I strive to reach that final goal, I learn new things and make both new and stronger connections, both physically and spiritually, thus granting me the ability to reach new levels of understanding. Most often, I find my best self growing through education and using my gifts to further my understanding of the world and life, as well as helping to teach others to find this understanding. This church, or should I say people, has opened countless doors to help me grow my own best self, whether it be through service work in Costa Rica, participation in the church choir and its tours, and many other opportunities, and for that I am very grateful. Our song for the day tells us to sing to the Lord a new song each day, to declare His glory among the nations. Through this constant change, I believe I am able to do just this by giving my gifts back to God in thanks and rejoicing creation. Now, it's hard to be your best self, though, all the time. Sometimes you just want to slow down and think or relax, and in moderation, this can be helpful in identifying just what your best self is and how you can live life the way that God intended. As I said before, each person's interpretation of their own best self is different. To another, your best self may be different from my own. It could be focused on one subject in particular, such as simply to work as hard as you can or be as kind as you can to one another in life. So I leave you all with one final question. What is your best self, and how can you use it to praise life